Hi everyone, I'm Matthew Moniz and welcome to the second episode of What's in Your Bag. Before we begin, I just want to thank everyone out there who took the time to submit their photos of their bag setup. Also, I was going to choose the winner for each episode, but I decided that'll be a lot more fun if you guys vote for the winner. It'll get you guys more involved and it'll be a lot less biased instead of me choosing it instead. So I'm using 3 people for this episode. I want to see if it's too long or too short. If it is either or, I will adjust it for the next episode. So if you don't see your bag set up in this one, don't worry, I promise it will be in the next one. So the first contestant is Thomas, and Thomas says he's a student at NC State University and he uses the tech in his bag for pretty much everything he does there. His laptop is very useful and fast for running multiple things at once and running a lot of programs at top speed. Game-wise, he says it's not so great, but he says his mouse is comfortable, fast, and portable. He uses the Beats and the speaker a lot for music and entertainment. His phone is pretty crappy, but it works fine. The 3-in-1 charger is very useful for charging everything he needs at once. And finally, the bag, he says, is small, but you'd be surprised on how much it can actually hold. He says, thanks for reading this, and I hope you review it. Well, Thomas, we are going to review it right now. So let's start off with the bag, and it's an Amazon's basic 17-inch laptop bag. Now this costs about $50 on Amazon.com. I couldn't find this exact model, but there are tons of other ones that you can choose from. It has 3 pockets, there's lots of room, and you can definitely fit a 17-inch laptop in there, along with a tablet, a bunch of accessories, pens, paper, and your notebooks. Moving on is his computer of choice, and that's the Acer Aspire E17. Now this is a few years old, and I think this is the E71711P1UV model. This has an older Intel Pentium and the 3540 CPU, 4 GB of RAM, and a resolution of 1600 by 900. It's fine for basic schoolwork and will get him through the school year. Now if you want to buy this used, you can probably find it around $300 US. After that, we have an iPod Touch 5th generation. This runs for $200, fantastic for music and light mobile gaming. Now it's his phone of choice, and that is the iPhone 4S. As he said in his intro, it is a very old phone, but obviously it's working for him, and as long as it can make phone calls, send texts, and check social media, he's good to go. Next up on the list is the Vixsting 2.4G wireless optic mouse. Now this is a $10 mouse. There are tons of good reviews on Amazon. I'll place a link to it in the description down below if you're looking for something cheap. Next up is a generic $5 mouse pad. I couldn't find the one with these patterns on Amazon, but you can find tons of them that are very similar. Moving on to the Amazon Kindle Fire 8GB tablet. Fantastic for reading books, playing games, and you have access to the Amazon bookstore so you can download awesome new stories to read. I definitely recommend getting an e-reader for anybody out there who reads a lot of books. It's a lot easier on the eyes. After that, we have his audio of choice, which is the Beats over-ear headphones. These cost about $200 US if you're buying them brand new. It comes with all the cables needed and a hard shell carrying case. Now he also has a pair of earbuds that he throws in his bag. He's not sure the name brand. It looks like the Panasonic ErgoFit. These are fantastic for backup headphones in case you forget your main ones at home or if you're going to the gym. Moving on to his portable audio, and that is the Photive Hydra waterproof Bluetooth speaker. This costs $40, has tons of good reviews on Amazon. It's waterproof, shockproof, dustproof, fantastic for carrying to the beach, using in the shower, and it lasts for 12.5 hours before needing a charge. So that wraps up Thomas's bag. Thank you so much for submitting your pictures. Next up on the list is David L. And David L says, thanks Matthew for the great opportunity. I'm David, a 24-year-old med student from Italy, always on the edge between the urge to study and the need to travel and explore the world. That's fantastic. You have your head on straight, you're doing your school, and you're also taking enough time to explore the world and live life. I love it. So first up is his bag, and it's the Patagonia Arbor Pack 26L. This costs $145 US. There is a ton of space inside this thing. He fits everything in that picture inside of his bag. It also has a place for the water bottle, 2 hooks on the front, and it also has human curve shoulder straps to make it a lot more comfortable to carry. Now I also see this picture, he has a neurology book, so it looks like he's studying brains. That's fantastic. Maybe you're going to be a neurosurgeon in the future. If you do, that's one of the hardest things to do, and best of luck to you, David. So his main computer is a 13-inch mid-2012 MacBook Air. If you're to buy this brand new today, it costs you $1,000 US, and underneath it is a 12 South sleeve, which he uses to protect his laptop when it's inside his bag. So no way he's going to scratch that aluminum beauty. On top of that, when you open it up, he has a pineapple vinyl palm rest. This is used to make sure his palms are nice and comfortable when he's typing, and it also protects that portion of the laptop from getting scratched. Moving on, we have a modified iPhone 5. This thing looks absolutely gorgeous. In the pictures, it actually looks an iPhone 6, and that's because it's been converted from an iPhone 5 to an iPhone 6 using a conversion kit. I'm really curious to find out where he got this from. David, let us know in the comments below. Moving on, we have an iPad Mini 2 with an orange smart cover. If you were to pick up an iPad Mini 2 today, it would cost you $270 US. Still a fantastic iPad. In fact, I actually use one myself. Now we're going on to his audio, and he's using a very expensive pair of headphones. These are the AI TMA1 Young Guru Edition over-ear headphones. They cost anywhere from $500 to $700 US. And because these drivers require a lot of power, he has a portable DAC that he carries with him to power these bad boys. But when he's not using those, he's using the Xiaomi Piston latest edition. These are $24. Again, just like the other guy in the previous section, they're fantastic for backup, whether you go to the gym or you don't feel like wearing your over-the-ear headphones. Next up is a 32-cent BPA free water bottle. And David says, as a med student, he knows the importance of staying hydrated. I can only imagine you're standing, you're watching surgeries or even performing them. You definitely want to keep hydrated. Moving on, we have external battery packs, and we have a few of them here. We have the green one from Aoki, which has a lightning cable. It looks like to be about 10,000 milliamps. And we have another no-name brand that just says Just on it, which I'm assuming is around 1,200 to 2,000 milliamps. Next up is his wallet tool. So like I said, he's a surgeon, so he has some pretty cool stuff in here. He has a portable knife, a multi-tool, emergency light, and the wallet itself is a Tight Store wallet, which is made in the USA. Now we have all of his accessories, and there's quite a bit of them actually. We have 3 SanDisk USB keys. One of them is wireless, and the other one are 2 smaller ones, which he uses as well. He has a cheap Apple Flow Irish USB hub. Like I said, he has a MacBook Air, he needs the ports, an iPad Lightning connector, a DSLR cleaning pen. I would have loved to see the actual DSLR you're using. I wish you included it. He has a USB card reader and an ultrasound mosquitoes repellent by Jerry Box. Wherever he works, there's a lot of mosquitoes. Moving on is one of my favorite accessories. It's the Cocoon Grid It. This thing costs $10. It's so versatile. You can put so many accessories in here. It's great if you keep it in your bag because you'll never lose all the little things and you don't have to scrounge around to look for them. I definitely suggest it if you want to be a lot more organized. And finally, his shades of choice are the Bespoke Dudes, which are made in Italy. These things look pretty awesome. Thank you so much, David L., for submitting your bag. I really appreciate it. All right, so that wraps up the second episode of What's in Your Bag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I promise I'll be tweaking this as we go along. Again, I want to thank everyone who submitted their photos so far. Now, what I need from you guys is to click in the link in the description down below so you can vote for the winner of this episode. I'm going to take the winner of this episode and the next episode and choose one for the LG G Pad 3, and I'll announce it on all my social media networks and the third episode of What's in Your Bag. Again, if you want to be part of this, all the instructions are in the description down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and as always, I will see you in the next video.